The universe is always listening. I got a big reminder of that recently. I shared something with some friends of mine in a private conversation. Neither one of them talked to another person in my life. And within 1 week, things that I shared came back to me on the flip side in another conversation. And I thought it's because I spoke out those words and shared an experience. And I'm not going to go into all the nitty gritty. That's beside the point. But every atom, every cell, every being in the universe is connected to every other being via the unified field. You and I are connected to the unified field of consciousness. It's funny because this idea that has been proven through physics is shown in various religions all throughout time. This is a knowing that has been passed down in many traditions, and even in common cultural traditions of, Santa Claus knows what you're thinking. He knows what you're doing. He knows if you've been bad or good. Each one of us, nothing that you do is without having its imprint, its vibration, its impact going out into the world. And so the universe is always listening. And if you ask the universe for help, if you present a question, if you have a need and you are putting that out there, the universe hears that as well. Ask and you shall receive. There's all these other things about ask God and pray to God or spirit or whichever religious or deity you believe in. You put that out there and there is a consciousness hearing that. Now, most of us need to have the time and the space to get quiet enough and observant enough that we can see and hear the responses. As a coach and as an intuitive, I feel that one of my jobs when I work with a client, I'm being a professional listener. I'm listening, I'm holding that space, I am receiving what I see, feel, mostly sense that the universal consciousness, unified field is presenting for this person for their next place of growth. And a lot of times it's really clear to me what comes through of areas that we can improve or what the blockages are about. And then in sharing this, when I'm sharing it with a client, here's what I see. Here's what I have for you. The client then can receive that. I'd say 95% of the time, the client receives it and they're just thinking, yeah, that is what I need. I did need to let that thing go. I did need to let that person go. I did need to let that idea of this is how it has to be that I was resisting about, that I was holding about, that there was this struggle about. And it's not always letting go. Sometimes it's stepping into something in a fresh and new way. In my life, I have spent a lot of time getting quiet, getting grounded, being connected to nature, which is one of my direct connections to spirit, to source, to my intuition. So that when I sit with a client, when I sit face to face or via technology, then I envision I'm like this tree of life bringing forth. My roots are deep in the ground and my branches are up in the heavens, and I'm able to bring forth and share with you the goodness that you need for that moment in time, for that moment in your life. I also think the beautiful thing is, these things that I'm doing, you can do this as well for you. My Nourish Your Soul with Nature program, which there's a link about it. One of the things that I know that we can do is you can spend that time connecting to nature, getting quiet. I'm out here on my porch. So as I say nature, I'm looking at the different trees and branches, hearing birds off in the distance. Actually, they're over this way. As you take an opportunity to get quiet, to commune with nature, to step outside of the human world, to let some of these human structures, frameworks, ideas, all the baggage, all the noise that comes with it, to let that fall away, you can start to come to a place where you can hear your intuition. You can hear the wisdom within that is connected to this universal consciousness, to this unified field that we are all connected to. And it can guide you forward to your next point. It might not give you 20 steps ahead. sometimes that annoys me. I'm a planner. Like, my logical mind would love to have many more steps ahead. If, for me at least, it doesn't work that way. It might give me my step for today, or my step for this week, or my step for this season of my life. And sometimes it's the step to slow down, to not have much going on this week or this month. And so I just want to invite you, if you are thinking, okay, I would love to have more of this connection to wisdom, connection to the beauty of what life is shining forth. Like, what is my own creative personal expression? Because I'm different than you. You have your own amazing way that you can bring forth life, that it will never be brought forth in the same way as it'll be brought forth through you this time. You bringing that forth, you cultivating your own unique, wild, crazy, weird, and wonderful take on things is a beautiful way that you are the beauty and creativity of life living through a human being. Again, I invite you, if you think, oh, I'd love to spend some time learning how to connect to this voice within, or this wisdom within in nature, then check out the link in my bio. It'll take you to a page. It tells you about the program. You can start today. There is a little bit of support offered from me. If you want more support and you think, okay, I don't just want to do my own thing, I want Rachel by my side, then I have openings in my calendar this month. You can connect with me, have a one-to-one intuitive session. I will be the voice of support and cheerleading, helping to bring forth whatever it is that your creative soul is really yearning for right now, and shining forth some of that, and offering what I see are there invisible things that you don't even realize that are blocking you from you bringing forth this potential, these dreams that you have. Because I know this, if life has planted in you a seed, a desire for something, there's also potentially the way that you could bring that forth. However, every seed planted doesn't grow. It needs the right conditions. So to create this dream of yours, or these desires, you might have to do something to the land in which this seed is planted. So if there's a seed in your heart, you might have to cultivate your heart to get this seed to grow. You might have to cultivate your life in a new way. You might have to weed out some negative ideas or negative mindset. You might have to spend less time with toxic news or toxic people. Not that I'm blanketly saying that anyone is toxic. There are things that you will want to do so that you can support this flourishing of yourself and of your dreams and your desires. And as I said, I love shining back to you, your beauty, your reflection of your awesomeness. Oh, I see a cute little chipmunk running over there. And being that light in your life who can help remind you of what you have going for you and how to bring out more of your incredible radiance and wonder into the world. So if you are interested in scheduling a one-to-one, the link for that is also in my bio. I'd love to know if there's anything from this that connected with you today.
See you in the next video.